Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video lecture of AutoCAD tutorials, we will cover all the basics of lines in AutoCAD. In the first part of this video lecture, we will cover that how can we draw lines of different lengths in AutoCAD. In the second part, we will learn and we will cover different types of lines that are available in AutoCAD for different applications. Actually, line is the most useful command in AutoCAD because almost every drawing is made of line. In this way, line is the most frequently used command in AutoCAD. However, to practice any command in AutoCAD, we must go through some important settings, and we'll learn those settings in the last video lecture. So, I will do ME setup, enter, N enter, E enter, 1 scale factor, and 100 feet enter, and 100 feet enter for drawing limit settings. So now I can make line of different length in feet and inches. So for line, you can click and drag here in this command, but for through shortcut you can also draw line, and for that you must press L enter. After pressing L enter, you can draw lines of different lengths. However, if you press F8, you can draw line in any direction. Again, press F8 that we normally use for orthogonal on or orthogonal off. If you on the orthogonality, then you can restrict the movement of your cursor at 0 and x axis or at y axis. So you can draw line horizontally or vertically only. So if you click, then drag your cursor in that particular direction where you want to draw line. So I need line of 28 feet, 28, and after pressing single quote and then press enter, then you can draw line of 28 feet. Even you can measure the length of this line through DI command. DI enter, click at the starting point and at the end point, and this is exactly 28 feet. Before pressing any command, press escape. Through escape you can quit the last executed command. So E enter, select object, enter, you can erase your object. L enter, specify first point, click. If you press F8, then you can draw line anywhere in any direction. So if I need line in this direction, 23 feet, so enter 23 feet and then press space bar as a enter and then escape. So this is 23 feet line. If you need connected line, then click and drag, press F8, 12 feet enter, then press F8. If you need non-straight line, then in this direction 20 feet enter, then in this direction 20 feet enter, and then if you need a straight line at X axis, then you press F8 and then you can draw line of 20 feet. Escape to quit your last executed command. E enter, select the whole area and then enter, you can erase your lines or any drawing. So in this way you can draw lines of different length. L enter, select, let's suppose 20 feet enter, then in this direction 20 feet enter, then in this direction 20 feet enter, and then in this direction 20 feet enter. So it's in this way you can draw lines, and you can measure your lines through DI command. Click here and here and then enter for repeating the last command. If you press enter, you can repeat the last command and then 20 feet here. E enter, select whole object, enter, you can erase. Z enter, A enter, you can zoom out. So you can draw lines of different length in this way. Now in the second part, as I told you that we will practice different types of lines. In AutoCAD there are different types of lines, as you see, polyline, and we have construction lines, ray line, and we have different types of lines. So there are almost 5 different types of lines in AutoCAD. The first important line is construction line. Construction line is an infinite line in both directions. we don't know about the starting point and end point of construction line, and the shortcut for construction line is XL enter. But further, there are three types of construction line: vertical, construction line horizontal, and construction line angular. For construction line vertical, you have to press XL enter and then V enter. For horizontal, you have to press XL enter and then X enter. And for angular, XL enter, A enter. After pressing A enter, you have to define the proper degree. Let's suppose proper angle, that is 45, 65, and an angle. So construction line, how can we draw construction line? For that, before entering any command, press escape. Your cursor should be in this plus shape. So XL enter, V enter for vertical. You can draw, and you don't know about the starting point and end point of this construction line because it is infinite line in both directions. So XL enter, H enter for horizontal construction line, and then if you press XL enter, A enter, and I give 45 degrees, so I can draw line at 45 degree, and this is basically construction line angular. E enter, and this from here to here, I select this line and then enter. You can erase. This is construction line. So construction line is normally used for positioning other objects. Ray line is a half construction line. It is a similar line just like construction line, but we know about the starting point but don't know about the end point. It is infinite in one direction. So for the shortcut for construction line is XL enter, RAY enter ray. So RAY enter, then click here enter, and you can draw a ray line. XL enter, click, if you press F8, this is construction line. And ray line RAY enter, click and press F8, then you can draw this construction line, this ray line, sorry. E enter, select object, enter. So this is also used for positioning object in one direction. Construction line is used for positioning line in both direction. Then the third important line is polyline. Polyline is very much important in AutoCAD. So the shortcut for polyline is PL enter. PL enter, click and drag. If you press F8, you can draw a straight polyline. 12 feet enter, feet, for feet you must enter single quote. 12 feet enter, and then 12 feet enter in this direction and 12 feet enter in this direction. So you can easily draw this polyline, but apparently it looks like a normal line. Let's suppose if I draw a line through L enter, 12 feet enter, 12 feet enter, and 12 feet enter, L enter, again L enter, 12 feet enter, 12 feet enter, and 12 feet enter. Apparently these two lines look the same, but there is a clear difference between these two lines. Polyline is basically connected lines from start to the end. If I press here, so anywhere you select, the whole object will be selected. But in simple line, if you select in this line segment, so you can only select that particular segment. So this is connected line. Polyline is used for converting any 2D shapes into 3D objects. So for converting 2D shapes into 3D objects, we can use polyline. However, there are few features in polyline. We can assign width to polyline. PL enter, click and drag, and then W enter. And if I give 2 feet, double enter, so I can increase the width of polyline, and then you can normally draw it. So we can increase the width of polyline by pressing W enter, PL enter, and then whenever you will draw the line, so it will have the same 2 feet length. But after pressing W enter and 0 double enter, you can again getting the same line. So PL enter, click and drag is a line, as a continuous connected line. The main difference between simple line and polyline is a connected line from start to the end. So we can assign width to polyline as well. However, okay, there is one extra feature in polyline. After pressing PL enter, click, and if you press A enter, so we can also draw arc with polyline, and then L enter, and then you can switch the line into original position. So A enter for get for arc, and then L enter for straight line. So look, if I select here, so the whole line will be selected. So this is a connected line, and we can say the line from start to the end, it is in one segment. Then we have a multi-line. Multi-line is also important in AutoCAD. Through multi-line we can draw several parallel lines, or we can say two parallel lines. So ML enter, click and drag, and then you can draw multi-line. If you zoom it, so you can see there are basically two parallel lines. However, you can increase the gap between these two lines. For that, what you have to do, ML enter, and then before click and drag, S enter for scale, and let's suppose the scale between those two lines is 12, enter, then you can draw a line, and now the gap between these two lines is 12 inches. Again ML enter, and then S enter, and enter 24, so the gap between these two lines is 24 inches. E enter, select object, enter, and then you can erase. So multi-line, and the last line is spline, SP line. For the short keyboard line is SPL, enter, and press F8, and you can draw a smooth connected line, and you can assign length and angle with this spline. So these are the different types of lines we normally practice in AutoCAD, and these are used for different applications. Okay, in the next video lecture we will learn that how can we draw a line in different angles.